Hello students, now let us talk about fundamental duties of Indian citizen. Okay, fundamental duties of Indian citizen. What do you mean by fundamental duties of Indian citizen? What do you mean by fundamental duties? Okay, fundamental duties are defined as the moral obligations of all citizens to help promote a spirit of patriotism and to uphold the unity of India. Okay, now let us talk about Article 51 having uh, 11 fundamental duties of the citizen of India. Okay, आर्टिकल 51 में कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के आर्टिकल 51 में 11 फंडामेंटल ड्यूटीज दिए गया है। ये फंडामेंटल ड्यूटीज हर इंडियन सिटीजन को फॉलो करने हैं। ओके, fundamental because these are what fundamental duties. Okay, first duty is to abide by the constitution and respect its ideals and institutions. We should respect our national flag. We should respect our national anthem. Okay, then second fundamental duty is to cherish and follow the noble ideals which inspired our national struggle to freedom. Third, to uphold and protect the sovereignty and integrity of India. These are what fundamental duties actually. To defend the country and to render national service when called upon to do so. Okay. Now to promote to promote communal harmony. Okay, to maintain brotherhood, etc. To value and preserve our rich heritage. Okay, to protect our natural environment. Okay, and to protect our mother earth. Then to develop scientific temper. Then to safeguard public property. Okay, to strive towards excellence in all spheres of life. Okay, then the parents or guardians should provide opportunities for education to his child or ward. Okay, these are what fundamental duties of Indian citizen. Okay, article article 51 was given. Article 51 of the Constitution was given 11 fundamental duties to Indian citizen. 11 fundamental duties of Indian citizen. Now let us talk about what are the importance of these fundamental duties. Okay, fundamental duties helps to inculcate discipline. Okay, then fundamental duties serves as guidelines. Okay, then fundamental duties acts as a balance between rights and duties. Very important. Now fundamental duties helps to develop national spirit. Then sorry, fundamental duties develops respect for freedom. It means fundamental duties helps to develop respect for freedom fighters. Okay, fundamental duties help to maintain peace and brotherhood in the society, okay, etc. Okay, here we have finished what are the fundamental duties of Indian citizen and what are the importance of fundamental duties. Now virtual, let us talk about basic features or basic characteristics of Indian Constitution. Okay, there are different characteristics of Indian Constitution. Okay, or you can say there are more than 14 features or you can say characteristics of Indian Constitution. Okay, students, the Indian Constitution came into effect from 26th January 1950. Okay, our our constitution ensures the protection of fundamental rights of the people of India. Okay, then Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar is the chief architect of the Indian Constitution. Okay, then now let us talk about what are the silent features or what are the characteristics of the Indian Constitution. Okay, first and major characteristic is what? The Indian Constitution is the longest constitution in the world. जो इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है is the longest constitution in the world. You know students, constitution having 461 articles, then 12 schedules, 22 parts, etc. Okay, now our constitution having और जो डॉक्यूमेंट है अपना कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल डॉक्यूमेंट हैविंग अबाउट 1,20,000 वर्ड्स. कितने वर्ड्स है अपने कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में? 1,20,000 वर्ड्स. ओके, एंड ईच वर्ड हैविंग अ हाई वेटेज. ओके, देन why our constitution is vast? Okay, there are some reasons. Okay, because our constitution incorporates the experience of all leading constitutions of the world, especially USA and England. Okay, then our constitution prescribes constitutional guidelines for both central and state. Okay, then our constitution provides detailed provisions regarding center and state relations. Then our constitution includes fundamental rights of the Indian citizen. Then our constitution incorporates detailed administrative provisions, etc. So our Indian constitution is what? The longest constitution in the world. Now let us talk about second important feature of our Indian constitution, lawyers paradise. इसका मतलब क्या है बच्चों की अपना इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन जो है, इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इज़ वेरी डिटेल्ड एंड कॉम्प्लेक्स. ओके, तो ये कॉमन मैन को समझना बहुत मुश्किल होता है. ओके, सो इट इज़ एलिज्ड दैट इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इज़ लॉयर्स पैराडाइज एज लॉयर्स gain importance. Okay, now students, let us talk about third characteristics of Indian Constitution, that is federal system with a unitary bias. Okay, as per the Constitution, the outward structure of the government is federal in nature. Okay, now the government structure is federal due to there are two sets of governments, central and state. Okay, now there is constitutional division of powers between the center and the states. Okay, now the government structure is unitary. Okay, is due to the following. First is what? India is described as union states and not federation of states. Okay, there is a single citizenship, there is single integrated judicial and administrative system, there is integrated machinery for elections, audits and accounts. States depends on the center for granting aid. During emergency, the government structure can be converted into unitary system. Now let us talk about fourth characteristic, which is parliamentary government with elected head of state. Okay, the Parliament of India is the supreme legislative body of the country. You might be knowing about it. Okay, the Constitution, the Indian Constitution provides for the parliamentary system of the government, and the government is composed of the President of India and the two houses, that is Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. Okay, the President of India is elected as head of the state of India. बच्चों, Rajya Sabha is the upper house of the parliament, while Lok Sabha is the lower house of the parliament. The Prime Minister is the head of the executive branch of the government of India. Okay. Now, the state governors are appointed by the President. Legislative Council, that is Vidhan Parishad, is the upper house of the state legislature, while Vidhan Sabha is the lower house of the state legislature. Chief Minister, CM, is the executive head of the state legislature. Okay. Try to remember these points. Okay, these questions could be asked for your MCQ. Okay. Now let us talk about fifth characteristics of Indian Constitution, which is what? Secular state. Secular state. Okay. The Constitution of India is not written on the basis of any one religion or caste. You might be knowing about it. Okay. So in India there is no national, there isn't any national religion. Okay. The word secular was included in the Constitution by the 42nd Amendment. 42nd Amendment. Okay. Secularism would be what? Every Indian citizen has the right to behave according to his religion. हर एक को अपने धर्म के अनुसार या धर्म में जो जो बातें कही गई है उनको फॉलो करने का, ओके, जो ट्रेडिशंस हैं, देन कल्चर या जो भी है रूल्स रेगुलेशंस एक्सेट्रा, ओके, तो फॉलो करने का पूरा अधिकार है. ओके, देन एनी सिटीजन ऑफ इंडिया हैज़ द राइट टू कन्वर्ट. ओके, यदि मुझे लगता है कि मैं अपना धर्म चेंज करूँ, ओके, या तो मुस्लिम इस्लाम धर्म में समय हिंदू धर्म अपना लो, दैट आई कैन डू. ओके, नो रिलीजन विल हैव द बेसिस ऑफ द इंडियन system. Okay, so this is what is one of the important major characteristics of Indian Constitution, that is what is secular state. Now next characteristics of Indian citizen is universal adult franchise. Okay, all the adults in the country, those who have completed 18 years of age, have been given the right to vote. जिन्होंने साल के 18 साल कंप्लीट किए हैं, okay, they have right to vote. A single voting is prepared, okay, for people of all castes and religion. This rule is for illiterate people also. Okay, a single voting list is prepared for people of all castes and religion. Okay, and ये जो rule है is common or is for illiterate people also. So there is no discrimination. Okay, this rule is for illiterate people also. People of all castes and religions have been given the right to vote for any kind of voting according to the principle of equal justice. Okay, that means what? All communities are equal for the purpose of voting. Okay, now let us talk about next. Next characteristics is what? Uniformity in basic administrative matters. कि जो भी administrative matters हैं, there should be there is uniformity. Okay, चाहे वो रूरल एरियाज में हो, चाहे वो अर्बन एरियाज में हो. Okay. Now let us talk about fundamental rights. Next characteristics of Indian Constitution is what? Fundamental rights. You know, bachcho, the Constitution of India guarantees 6 fundamental rights. Okay. So this is what? One of the major characteristics of or major feature of the Indian Constitution. Okay, first fundamental right क्या है? Right to equality. Article 14 to 18 states about it. Okay. Then right to particular freedom, freedom of speech, freedom of expression, etc. Okay. These are what? Fundamental rights. Then right against exploitation. Article 23 and 24 talks about right against exploitation. Then right to freedom of religion. Articles 25 to 28 talks about this right. Okay. Then we have cultural and educational rights. Then we have right to constitutional remedies, etc. Okay. So Indian Constitution having fundamental rights means what? This fundamental rights is a major basic feature, major characteristics of Indian Constitution. Now let us come towards next. Next is what? Next characteristics is what? Independent judiciary. Okay. The Constitution of India has made judiciary independent of the legislature and the executive. Okay. Then judicial review. Okay. The Constitution gives powers to the courts to declare any law passed by the legislature. Okay. In other words, we can say what? The Constitution emphasizes supremacy of the judiciary. Now 11th characteristics is compromise between judicial review and parliamentary sovereignty. Then revolutionary in nature. And our constitution is revolutionary in nature. Our constitution, Indian Constitution, is more flexible than rigid. Okay, than rigid. Okay, matlab some changes could be taken place. Okay, on account of any kind of situation. Okay. For example, most of the articles can be amended by the parliament by a 2/3 majority in each house of the parliament. Okay, etc. Then single citizenship. Okay. Bachcho, some countries have granted dual citizenship to their country. For example, America. Okay. In the United States, dual citizenship is granted despite federalism. This means that the constituent states are given their separate citizenship and the United States is given a separate citizenship. Okay. In India, however, single citizenship is granted despite the federal system of government. Okay. This helps in curbing divisive tendencies and enhancing national unity. Now, next characteristics is what? Types of emergency. As per Indian Constitution, there are 3 types of emergencies. Okay, the state of emergency may be declared when suddenly the circumstances call for immediate action by the public authorities under the special powers granted to them. Okay, and of course in India the president has the power to declare the state of emergency. Just we talked about it. There are 3 types of emergencies. For example, national emergency. Okay, Article 352 of the Indian Constitution states about national emergency. Then state emergency. Article 356 of the Indian Constitution talks about state emergency. Then financial emergency. Okay, third kind of emergency is financial emergency. Article 360 of Indian Constitution talks about financial emergency. Okay, then there is one more characteristics is sovereign. Okay, let me write 1 second. One more characteristics is sovereign republic. Let me write. Try to understand. Sovereign republic. This is also a republic. Okay, this is also major characteristics of the Indian Constitution. Sovereign republic. Okay. Sovereign republic is considered as important feature of the Indian Constitution. Sovereignty means क्या होता है बच्चों? Sovereignty means that India will not be dominated by any external or internal power or authority. Okay, a republic is a government elected by the people. Okay, so all these are what? Major characteristics or major features of Indian Constitution. Okay. Okay. Remaining point of this chapter, remaining points of this chapter or remaining subtopics of this chapter will be covered in next videos. Till then, goodbye.